my heart attack. I'm a beast in my habitat. Shit, I'm a beast in my habitat. I'm a beast in my habitat.
Better than I Drake. Ballin' NBA. Scoring NFL. Wow. Foreign like a raid. Biggie so happy. Wow. Big it out my way. I might put you on my payroll. Put you on my page. I might take a bitch shopping with your money. Then go hit it. Hit her at your crib. Then come make you get it. Then I hit your sister. Answer me like sisters. Listen up, those switchers got her naked and they lick her. Wow. 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 I'm poppin', she know that I do it. I know I'm the realest. I know I'm the realest.
Welcome, everybody, to another week of Thunderdome Fantasy Weekly Report. I am the Commissioner, Evan Creel, the Dragons GM, coming to you from Orlando, Florida, about to get this shit on this road. What a big week. Big week for two teams, anyway, that I know of that are still undefeated. The rest of us are losses over here. Y'all remember last week on the show, Pam was talking all that smack. Oh, don't beat me too bad, Evan. Don't beat me too bad. Oh, no, don't just pinch everybody good so I'll have a chance. No. Biggest scorer of the week, 261 in this damn thing. The highest scorer. Would have beat everybody in the league this week. But who she beat? This guy. Big ass whooping for me this week. That'll be the first game. But before we get into all that craziness, got to apologize to everybody because I just got off work literally fucking 20 minutes ago, rushed home. I'm here. I got no banner for you guys. I'm sorry. That's just how my work schedule worked out this week. Last week I got off at 1, so I had plenty of time to do everything. Didn't get anything wrote down. I'm just going to read it off my extra phone. I'll write it all down later for my peace of mind and everything. Just want to apologize. This is a rushed show for myself. But we are here. Another week. Let me get into my co-host. On one of these damn sides, he's going to pop up. You know him, the co-commissioner, John Creel.
What's up? What's up?
All right. And we'll get into our next owner. So said owner that just whooped my ass this week. Miss Pam Creel, how you doing this week? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I know you good. Get out my damn face right here. I don't even want All right, come back. I'm just playing. I'll let you, whatever. I don't even want to look at you, though. It's messed up
so is that
shit
how you
this
gonna
week.
treat me next week?
Who am I playing this? I don't even know who I'm playing this week. Am I playing you? I swear to God, if you beat me, man,
Don't worry, man. I'm 1-3.
I will make Miller or somebody else do this damn show for the next 3 weeks if I lose to you both motherfuckers. I ain't doing it with y'all. I'll show y'all how to do this shit.
It's okay. I just got lucky. It's all right.
Lucky my ass, 261, highest scorer of the week. I mean, yes, a little bit of luck may have played into it, but that's 90% fucking ass whooping is what that is. That ain't like that's a.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she did good.
I didn't
Had a
mean
good week.
to.
Had a good week.
She had a great week. Which is, we'll get into that later for another subject, but we'll get into that first game. Let me push it. Get into the old phone over here. The Angels beat the living hell out of the Dragons, 261 to 2. I told you that 30 points was a fucking difference. At the end of early day Sunday, I said, you had 30-point lead on me. I was done. And she's like, no, you're I was like, I ain't talking to her right now.
Well, you know, the funny part about it, the funny part about it was I forgot that she even had Cooper Kupp And I'm thinking, well, God, Evan might have a chance.
No, I knew. I was like, I hope Cooper Kupp breaks his ankle on the first fucking play. That's what I was thinking. You know what I mean? I was like, if he breaks his ankle on the first play, guess what? I don't have to deal with him for the rest of the game, or high ankle sprain. Just not just for the week, just for 1 week, not for the. I didn't want to hurt you too bad. Just get him out the game, like this game. And I knew that shit. I was like, I have a chance against the one defensive player and the defense that she had. I was like, I think I got a chance, you know what I mean? And then that defensive player went off too, and I was like, okay, yeah, there's no chance. If Cooper Kupp's going to put up 40 and he's going to put up 20, I mean, it don't matter what any of my players did. And then my players didn't put up 20 between the three of them. So I was like, whatever, get the hell out of here. Cam Akers, kiss my ass.
My tight end help now, okay?
Son, you're on the trade block. Yeah, you're tied in. Yeah.
Rock, man.
Yeah.
39.9.
Let me get over here. Mr. Man.
John.
Yes. Welcome back, sir. We'll miss you, sir. He said, I'm switching to YouTube. That's it. That's fine with us, brother. Yeah, I was on the brand still. But like I said, no banners, none of that craziness. I messed up this week. Or I didn't mess up. I just got off work. So didn't have all that time. Score of this game, 261.26 to 236.48. Don't know what the win margin is, but it's damn sure 24 plus win margin at least. High scores for the losing side.
Try not to smile.
Yeah, I see. I'm just Joe Burrow put up 24.08. Derrick Henry put up 23.70. And my last offensive leading scorer was Joe Mixon, who put up 17.40. On the defensive side, they were led by Foye Aluakan, who put up 23 points. Got to pull up the guy's name because his name's Talanoa Hufanga put up 21.70 points, and Brian Burns put up 18.50. On the winning side, hey, baby girl, TJ Hawkinson led the way, 39.90 for the offense. And then Mr. Cooper Kupp put up 26.20. And then after that, I think it was Brandon Cooks who put up 18.70 as the third leading scorer on the offense. No, sorry. I take that back. Third leading scorer on the offense was the kicker, Greg Joseph, who put up 19.10 points.
That's the best pickup I've done.
Yeah, like the leading scorer for the defense was Hassan Reddick, who put up 27 points. Philadelphia Eagles put up 19 points.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go with Mr. 1050 himself, Nick Bolton, as the third leading scorer on the defense. Player of the game, I'm not even going to look at the game recap on here. I'm going to say it's Hassan Reddick, who put up 27 points, which is well over his projection of 7.32. I don't have to be a genius to think of that Yahoo ain't going to be like, you know what I mean, 20 more points. I'm pretty sure Yahoo put him as the leading scorer. He tripled his projection, for crying out loud.
Not bad for a linebacker.
So, like I said, it's a huge game for her. Damn. Not a bad game for me. I mean, not a bad game at all for me. 236.48. I would have won against a lot of teams this week. But I mean,
it was the same way with me and my game. You know? Me and Brandon put up a lot of points as well, and we were like,
Yeah, you're the next game I'm getting into is the Legend Killers versus the Hammerheads. So I mean, needless to say, I got my butt whooped this week.
Evan.
I'm flat out surprised to even win in week 4. Did he? I don't even remember. I'll see it as we go.
Crimson.
Oh, okay. Yes, Sean did lose this week because that's I remember seeing 0-4 on him while I was sending a bunch of damn trades to him and then taking them all back because I do that shit. I did it to you too. I think I sent you a trade.
He's been waiting for Keenan Allen to come back. You know,
I know.
like,
I know.
I'm my number one receiver has been out. So
all right, well here we go with the next team, which is game number 2, the Legend Killers versus the Hammerheads. Is Ben still Ben still walking around on backstage at Walmart.
backstage at Walmart.
He's watching the show at Walmart. Next game is another one of them big games, 256 for the Legend Killers, who beat the Hammerheads, 256.40 to 234.70. Don't know what the win margin is on this, but I'm going to at least say 20 points on that one.
Yeah.
Leading scorers for Hammerheads was none other than Austin Eckler, who put up 34.90. Tom Brady had 31.40. And Travis Kelce put up 24.20. On the defensive side, they were led by Von Bell, who put up 22.60. Mike Edwards put up 16. And then it's Mikael Walker. It is Michael? It is Michael? Yeah. Okay. Michael Walker. Yeah. I didn't,
trying to.
Oh, what a cutie. Talking about our mascot, Aubrey.
Sitting there making faces.
He's talking about me. Thank you.
Oh, he's talking about John? How cute.
Aw.
On the winning side, this makes John, I believe, 0-2 in office battles.
No.
I don't have my pen. Oh, wait, 1-2. Sorry. 1-2. Yes, that's right.
No, 1-1.
1-2.
We're going
to get to the bottom of that. We're going to get to the bottom of that one. I know he. Oh, no. Who?
Yeah, 1-2. 1-2.
No, I'm pretty sure he's 1-2.
He lost against me and Legend Killers and won against Sean. He's 1-2.
I'm about to flip the table.
So I knew I had it right, guys. I wrote it down the other day.
No, you had it right.
I'm telling you, I don't like 1-3. I'm about to flip the table and burn the house down. I'm about to have a fire sale.
I'm not telling you what coaches.
All right. Well, the leading scorer for the winning side of this was Justin Jefferson, who put up 31 points. And then behind that was Tyreek Hill, who put up 26.90 points, and Justin Herbert, who put up 25.10 points. All three of his keepers this week put up 20 points or more.
Yes.
23 points or more, honestly. Wow.
Yes.
On the defensive side, they were led by none other than Nick Bosa, who put up 17 points. Demario Davis put up 13.50 points. And the New England Patriots defense put up 13 points. Player of the game in this one, I am going to give to none other than Mr. Justin Jefferson, who put up 31 points, which was well over his projection of 17.98. I know they're probably going to give it to the Patriots. Yahoo probably gave it to the Patriots defense, who put up 13 points, which was well over the projection of 7.02.
Yeah, well, all I can say is the actual leading scorer for both teams was on my bench. I kept saying, should I start Gino or should I start Tom? Gino had 35 points on the bench.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all are.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. Just trying to
next game. Right Thad Castles. All right, the next game is the Thad Castles team versus the Kush Crushers. And the Kush Crushers pull off the upset. Only saying that because Thad Castles team was ranked number 4 and Kush Crushers was ranked 10th. So that's why I'm saying they pulled off the upset. 215.82 to 181.46. Thad Castles team well under projected or hit under his projection of 227.19. And Kush Crushers even fell under their projection of 220.59, but were still able to come out on top. This was a win margin of 34 points. I can say that. 30,
And
30
I believe so. Kush Crushers is 2-2 right now, right? After that
Yes, I
win.
believe. Yep, they're 2 and 2.
So
Yep,
I mean, so you can see the margin between fourth place and 10th place was just that one win, just how close it was.
hmm Oh yeah, because he jumped up. Going into this week, I think he's
So
like
sixth place, I think. Now,
sixth
right?
place. Yeah, from 10th to 6th, just with one win. All right, the losing side was led by none other than Clyde Edwards-Hilaire, who put up 22.40 points. Lamar Jackson put up 16.06, and then the last one would be DJ Moore, that's DJ Moore, and he put up 13.10 points. The defense was led by Minka Fitzpatrick, who put up 17.90 points. L'Jarius Sneed put up 16 points, and the Bills defense put up 10 points. On the winning side for Kush Crushers, they were led by none other than T. Higgins, who put up 25.40 points, Mike Williams, who put up 19 points, and Breece Hall, who put up 16.80 points. On the defensive side, they were led by Terrell Edmonds, 13 points. No, sorry, Jared Poyer put up 20 points. Then Terrell Edmonds put up 13 points. And then the Minnesota Vikings defense, put up 9 points. So big win for Kush Crushers over Thad Castle's team. Thad Castle's team fall to 2 and 2, and Kush Crushers will go up to 2 and 2. So player of the game in this one, I'm going to go ahead and say it was Mr. T. Higgins, who put up 25.40, which was well over his projection of 16.29. I'm going to guess that Yahoo. Actually, no, I'm going to change that. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jared Poyer with that 20 points, who well over doubled his projection of 8.25.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Next game, Bucks Life and Hendrix Mafia. That game. Another big game this week.
I knew I didn't recognize who you're talking about. It's Jordan Poyer.
Jordan. I said Jared, didn't I? It's Jordan Poyer. Yes, you're right.
I was like, is that guy new?
Jared Poyer. Jordan Poyer. Yes. Anyway, this game was won by the Bucks Life, who put up 221.78 points over the Hendrix Mafia 210.92. This was a 10-point win margin for Bucks Life, give or take. You're guesstimating the shit out of this. Losing side was led by Rashad Penny, who I'm pretty sure Lindsay is very happy finally came out with a 28.70 points. Josh Allen had 25.52 points, and Leonard Fournette put up 18.40 points. On the defensive side, they were led by Packers defense and Grady Jarrett, who both put up 11 points. And then Jared Brooks put up 10.30 points. And then Quiddy Pay put up 9 points. On the winning side was led by none other than Miles Sanders, who put up 29.60 points. Kyler Murray put up 26.88 points. And CeeDee Lamb put up 21.70 points. Defensive side was led by Josh Allen, who put up 12 points. Marlon Humphrey put up 10.60 points, and Levante David put up 10 points. Player of the game in this one is none other than Miles Sanders, who well over doubled his projection with his 29.60 points of 12.19 points.
That is fantastic.
Damn, John, fantastic.
I mean, these games, man, it's upsetting because everybody we've talked about since our games, me and John would have beat.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it's
I
upsetting to be
know.
listening to these guys win.
Well,
When we got happy.
I'm sorry.
You should be the ones
Don't
talking
make me
about
feel
it.
I'm just joking.
I can close the computer and y'all can do this by yourself.
No, I'm
playing.
just
He's just
joking. I'm
Yeah,
just
you just
playing.
wait till I get down the floor. I'm gonna whoop your ass for real.
Oh, woo.
He knows that.
Next
Oh,
game
man.
Love
was
hate
the number 7 Orange Crush versus the number 9 Sin Eaters. Sin Eaters came out on top, 215.24 to 190.46. Losing side was led by Patrick Mahomes, who put up 30.36 points.
Aubrey, let Milo out.
Zach Ertz put up 16.70 points. And Devin Duvernay put up 13.10 points. On the defensive side was led by none other than, okay, I got a J. Allen. That's got to be Jonathan Allen. Jonathan Allen, 23.50 points. Eddie Jackson, 14.20 points. And Los Angeles Chargers defense with 11 points. The winning side,
The winning side.
Sin Eaters. Da, 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 da.
Evans.
Hey,
Oh, I knew he would be popping in.
The winning side was led by
hey,
Mike
you're
Evans.
muted. Why are you muted?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I unmuted him.
Mark
Sorry.
Brown.
Whoops.
Who, you muted him, Evan?
I can't unmute. Oh, they muted themselves.
Oh.
He muted himself. There he
I have
goes.
no idea what he's talking about. That was all Evan.
The winning side was led by Mike Evans, who put up 30.30 points.
Finally back.
Jamal Williams put up 23.90 points. And Aaron Rodgers put up 20.14 points.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
so you got to be happy about Mike Evans coming back from suspension and just balling out, right?
Oh, dude, I had my doubts for a minute. I was like, this guy got to play like his freedom depends on it. Like, come on.
He's in Walmart right now. This is awesome. The defensive side of the ball was led by none other than Alex Highsmith, who put up 9.50 points. Devin Lloyd put up 9 points, and Chicago Bears defense put up 8 points. So
Dude, my defense isn't the best. But I got enough running backs to make up for it.
you definitely do, man. You are leading with all
That's
running
where
backs
the
on
running
this.
backs are, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Dude, I
all the
looked
running
at the
backs are on
draft
his
this
team.
year. I looked at the draft this year. I was like, all I want is running backs. That's what I stuck on last year. I got so stuck. I was like, this
There's
year,
none
all I
left
want
on
is
the
running
list.
backs.
None left on the
Yeah,
list. I
there's
know where
Slim
they're at.
Pickens out there right now. It's like, oh my God, who are these people?
Right?
I'm happy I just got
Okay.
Raheem Mostert. I'm happy because if Cam Akers ain't gonna play, maybe Raheem's gonna help me out a couple weeks out of this. You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe. Well, hey, I slid in there and picked up Lindsey
Let me go let the dog out.
today
oh, you got it, yeah.
because Jonathan Taylor Thomas wasn't going to be playing. So I figured, hey.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. My player of the game was Mike Evans, who put up that 30.30 points, which was well over his projection of 17.06 points. So big game for Mike Evans. Big game for the Sin Eaters, able to get back in the win column this week. All right, Ben. Thank you for chopping in, man. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Awesome. See you next week, guys.
All right.
I knew he was sitting back there waiting for his team. I was like, where'd the Angels go?
She let the dogs out.
I hate
the-
He's barking.
Okay, I was like, somebody disappeared.
No, there were 4 when I left.
All right, the last
No, that
game
was our
of the
special
week.
guest. That was
Yeah.
John Cena.
That was John Cena. You guys see him?
John Cena.
The last game of the week was the the Crimson Elephants. Yeah, the Pigskin King versus the Crimson Elephants. Number 11, Pigskin King versus number 12, Crimson Elephants. And the Pigskin King came out with a victory, 181.86 over 178.10. This was the lowest win margin of the week, which is about 2 point something.
Yeah,
We'll leave
Oh,
it.
look, Sean's got a goal. Lose them all.
no, I don't
A
think that's
go-
his goal.
I don't think that's a goal.
He just-
Like, is he trying to get the number
feels
one pick next year? Like, that might be the goal.
He feels
Destined.
destined. I think that's what that's more what it seemed like. So yeah,
I'll give him 4 for 1.
He
I'll give him.
Break with 2
I'll
and
give
going
him
down.
depth for 1 player. I'll give him 4 players for 1 player.
Wow.
Depth. Keenan Allen.
What kind of depth is that? He's got to get rid of 4 players to have those.
That's true.
I'm sure.
I'm sure he can find the
I'm
right.
sure those players that I give him, he'll have other players that'll be worse than them. They're probably on
Really?
defense, but
if you're leading with Cam Akers, I'm sorry, that's not going to work.
no, I'm leading with Myles Garrett. Damn it, he is the number one defensive. He is the number 1 defensive end in the game.
Oh, okay.
Number 1 defensive lineman in the game is Aaron Donald. Number 1 defensive end is Myles Garrett. Nobody can step on that and lie to you. Tell me I'm lying. That's real talk.
Hey, look, yeah, he's good. He'll get you points occasionally. Yeah.
Oh no, he gonna get a sack every damn game when he come back, and that's at least 3 points right there off of that.
Hey, look, I'm so desperate for players. I'm picking up people that may be coming off the injured list soon. Okay, I'm just
Maybe.
trying to do anything I can to get right. I picked up Chase Young.
I got like 4 or 5 I'm looking at.
soon.
I got 4 or 5 of them I'm looking at, but I got all these other people on my bench that I'm like, are they gonna do something, or am I just holding on to them for wishful thinking? Like,
I was holding on to Marlon Mack because I figured, hey, he just signed with 49ers. Maybe.
but it doesn't matter. They just signed Tevin Coleman. So if you want to go get a running back, Tevin Coleman's out there.
I wouldn't pick Tevin Coleman if he was the starter somewhere. Okay.
Oh my.
No.
All right, well, we'll get to the scores of this last game real quick before we get into our chats. And the leading scorer was for the Crimson Elephants was Christian McCaffrey, who put up 25.80. Marquise Hollywood Brown put up 20.80. And Justin Tucker, Darnell Mooney finally had a game where he put up 13.40 points. On the defensive side was led by the 49ers defense, who put up 24 points.
Yeah. Big game.
Logan Wilson and Pete Werner put up 8.50 points. And Trayvon Walker put up 7 points. On the winning side was led by none other than Damian Pierce, who put up 25.90 points. Alan Lazard put up 17.60 points. And Daniel Carlson put up 13.70 points. Defense was led by Max Crosby, who put up 24 points. The Dallas Cowboys defense put up 14 points. And Jaquan Brisker put up 11.50 points. I seen that Jordan Owusu Koromoa with 9.50. I thank you, because with me not having it all written down like I normally do, I'm going to write it all down so I have it in my book, for my stat sheets and everything. But just to do the show, I can. All right, player of the game, 49ers defense. No, sorry, that's on the losing side. Sorry. Max Crosby, who put up 24 points, who nearly doubled his projection of 12.42. Yeah, it would have been 49ers defense had Crimson won the game. That was my fault. Should have looked at that. We're going to players. We're going to week 4.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Players, view all. Week 4.
Mm-hmm.
All positions. What am I doing? All players. That's what I was trying to change.
Hawkinson.
Stats. Week 4.
Scoring.
Offensive. All offense. Fan points. Offensive player of the week goes to TJ Hawkinson, who put up 39.90 points. Runner-up, Austin Eckler, who put up 34.90 points, and Josh Jacobs, who also put up 34.50 points. Defensive player of the week. Dun, dun, dun. Frankie Louvu. Yep,
Who?
Frankie Louvu, who put up 28.30 points. I believe he is on Cush Crushers.
Now.
And he was on. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He was on free agency when this happened, and then he got picked up afterwards. Runner up, Hassan Reddick, who put up 27 points, and Max Crosby, who put up 24.
So imagine that two of the highest scorers, offense and defense, were on the A, which managed to pull off the highest scorer of the week.
Oh, and guess who got Coach of the Week? Pam Creel. Congratulations.
I should have had that because, I was in there until,
Dude, she's had 2 coaches of the
Monday
week. She's had 2 coaches of the week so far.
I was in there until Monday night. I
I'm
couldn't
sure
help
my
it.
streak ends this week. It's okay.
I couldn't help it that Brandon had.
No, I think
5
Brandon was Coach of the Week
people
last
playing
week.
on Monday.
I think Brandon was Coach of the Week last week. David was Coach of the Week, week 1.
I had
No,
You were week 2.
two and 4.
You were week 2 and 4. Yep. I mean, you had the highest score of the week, and you beat the number 1 team. You're Coach of the Week. It would have went to Brandon had he had the highest score, but you had the highest score, 261 points. I mean, you had the highest score.
John, just stop.
What's with all the win stuff? I mean, really?
Look.
Why you gotta be the team that won Coach of the Week?
I keep
Why
telling
don't you have the lead until Monday?
y'all are killing it.
He wants me to put the losing team. Well, in that case, I give it to Jeff. Burn. I'm messing with you guys.
Damn.
John, Pam got Coach of the Week. She's
I know,
260, man. I can't take that from her. I really was about to give it to. I was going to give it to Brandon because he took the number 1 spot, but Pam had more points in the week, and you took the number 1 spot. He down.
Would not have took that
Exactly.
He wouldn't have took it if I didn't bring you down.
Exactly.
And
That's why I gave it to you. I knew immediately once I looked through at the points and everything. I was like, you know what? It's hers. She got it.
Evan, I tried to tell him you were
Well,
When we go down to the records of we're going to get into the records of the office shows or the office battles. Pam is 1-0. Brandon is 1-0. Sean is 0-1, and John is 1-2.
No, I am 2-0.
Oh, you're 2-0. Who'd you beat else in the office? That was it.
Sorry, never mind. 1-0.
That was just it. That was it. It's the only person you played. Hold on, calm down. I got this. I got this.
Wait, I'm confused. I'm 1-2.
You're 1-2. I just said that. Yes. And Sean is 0-1. Pam is 1-0. You're the one that played all 3 of the teams.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you're 1-2. Everybody else is 1-0, 1-0, 0-1. Sean's 0-1. Pam and Brandon are 1-0.
So I need to win out because I don't like this losing crap.
In the office battle?
No,
and in yeah, in both. I'm seeing notifications for okay, never mind. It's not a running back.
What happened?
Caden Stearns just got picked up, and Kyle Duggar just got dropped, but for the Pigskin King, and I was making sure it wasn't Tevin Campbell getting picked up, or Tevin Coleman. Sorry, Tevin Coleman. Tevin Campbell. I'm about to say, but
okay, round and round.
Anyway, grab this back. Go back to matchups.
Lord.
Congratulations to Pam on knocking the number 1 team out of number 1 and getting Coach of the Week this week. All right, let me take this back to week 5, the current week.
Yeah, this was my end of my winning
Oh,
streak.
crap. Why did I just do
Lord,
that?
Here we go.
I about messed up.
They're gonna take
I about messed up. I'll get on to that in a minute. All right. Da-da-da-da. The number 1 Legend Killers are facing the number 5 Thad Castles team.
Whoa.
The number 2 Angels are facing the number 9 Hendrix Mafia.
No. I
The
don't
number
think it's gonna happen.
3 Dragons are facing the number 8 Hammerheads. Yeah, I like how you keep saying, "Oh, it ain't gonna happen," because you better keep saying that every show. Boy, you just put up 260 this past week. I'm gonna start muting you. I'm gonna start muting you every time I say your game. She's like,
I'm not gonna win them all, guys. Seriously, I don't believe
girl.
I think my streak is ended.
Okay.
With Hendrix Mafia.
Yeah.
Projections are right around 230. Yeah, I mean it's close, 238 to 230 for projections, but nobody's set their lineups yet completely. It's only Thursday. I mean, I don't set my lineups completely until Saturday night, Sunday morning when I wake up for the games.
Well,
unless Thursday. Unless I got people playing Thursday, then I'll jump in and be like I had Alex Pierce, and I almost played him tonight, and I was like, you know what? Don't do that.
I need my phone.
Yeah, you guys got 4 minutes. Well, you got about
phone.
14 minutes till kickoff.
14 minutes and counting.
I need to double check.
The number 4 Bucks Life are facing the number 10 Orange Crush. Number 5 is facing number 1. Number 6 Sin Eaters are facing the number 11 the Pigskin King. The number 7 Kush Crushers are facing the number 12 Crimson Elephants. And that's the last of the games. I was getting ready to go to the next one. That's all 6 of the games for you.
And more people are facing other people.
I'll go ahead and get into my little talks real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Burns or Myles Garrett are on the trade block. I now just got Josh Allen from Chris, so I'm making room for a defensive end slot, or I could be greedy and just keep them in because, Josh Allen does have linebacker eligibility, so I could just be greedy on y'all. But I am thinking of, possible trades looking for a flex player for just one of those defensive players. Because those are
flex player, like who?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying a flex player around a 10-point projection flex player. Not a 13 to, not a 12, 13, 14, flex player. A 10-point flex player. That's their projection, not what they're actually putting up. That's what Yahoo thinks they're going to do. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Let me look at my team.
That's just for one of those players. Now, if you want one of my flex receivers to go with Myles Garrett, then I'm going to want a receiver too. Or a running back too.
How about you could always use a Claypool.
Oh,
Chase Claypool.
I see you there, Ben. We'll talk in private. No, you too. Everybody's offers can come in, guys. I'm Jesus. Don't stop whenever someone doesn't get one offer. Like you just say, who Claypool? Well, okay. Well, if I throw you Michael Gallup or a Christian Watson, who is like a 25th round pick, possible 24th round keeper, or an Alec Pierce, who was a 30 round pick, possible 29th round keeper, with one of those, would you switch that Claypool for the other Steelers receiver?
What, Deontay Johnson?
Yeah.
The way the Steelers are playing right now, that's a good possibility. I mean, really.
Well, see, I feel like I have the best receiver. I feel like I have the best receiver for Kenny Pickett going forward, and that's Pat Freiermuth. He blew up last game when Pickett came in the game. Like, he had nothing before halftime, and then when Pickett come in, he had all his points for the second half.
I'll tell you who's coming out.
But they got to have a receiver.
You with Freiermuth and Sean with Pickens are probably the two that's going to come out the best in that, because who do you think he's been throwing passes to at practice the most?
The Young Bucks, yeah. Yeah. Pickens and friggin' Freiermuth.
I don't know. I don't like any of them against Buffalo defense right now, to be honest with you. So that's why I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to play with them.
Yeah, I'm taking Broncos tonight over the Colts.
Broncos
I'm taking Broncos over Colts tonight.
Matt Ryan's destined to a pick, so it's probably a pick six.
Well, guys, like I said, that I also those three receivers can be jumbled in with one of those defensive ends to up the That's why I said if you were to do 1-to-1 Claypool for one, I'm not greedy about that. Claypool could possibly step. I mean, he's going to be one of them random ass flex receivers. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
he's going to be random.
And I mean, he's been hovering around 10 points, and I mean that's kind of what you were looking for.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm not looking for. I mean, I'm just looking for another flex receiver. You know what I mean? Somebody to add to my depth on offense, or a flex running back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's hard to get my flex running backs. Running backs are like, I dropped my best flex running back, and he's over on friggin' Hendrix Mafia now with Kenneth Gainwell.
Well, see, there's nothing really on the list. You have to look. You have to know who's injured. And know who's
flex running back to me. A flex running back to me is Kareem Hunt, J.D. McKissick, Naheem Hines, like who you have. Like those are a flex running back to me. Somebody who gets third down carries or third down passes or whatever.
Naheem Hines is. I mean, I don't know.
I don't want him. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the Colts or him in general, but they just.
I know. I had him last year. I had him last year. I had him and McKissick last year. I steered clear of both of them this year because I was so mad about that shit. That's why I went after Gainwell, but then Gainwell wasn't even getting the attention that he had last year. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll drop him. I'll go back later." No, I won't. No, fucking Lindsay snatched his ass up real quick.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about him so much.
I see the illusion's been given up. Sorry, Neil.
Cam Akers is killing me. Cam's on the block, guys. I mean, I know he's not doing anything, but he is like an 18th round pick, so he's like 17th round keeper. He is one of those flex running backs that we were talking about right now at this point.
But in the offense he's in, though,
I know, dude. That's what pisses me off, though, man. He should be the RB1. I'm so sick of Darrell Henderson. I wish he'd get injured already.
He doesn't run as good. See, the thing is, Darrell Henderson is a north-south runner. Cam Akers hasn't proved to be that
yet. Akers is an outside the tackles runner. He's not an inside the tackles runner. Yeah.
That's not the offense for that.
Yeah. But Darrell Henderson Jr. is both. He can do inside and outside. Yeah, and that's why he's getting the touches right now.
Exactly. And I see you got to look at it like this. Usually a team that does most passing, usually they have a struggle with run block. So if you try to go downhill on folks, if you don't have the right setup, it's not going to be successful.
Yeah, John, I can't hide you. Sorry.
God, I can't wait, man. I'm hoping Gallup steps up. You know what I mean? Because
he usually does whenever he comes in.
He did. He got the touchdown last week with Cooper Rush. Yep. I'm hoping he can get another good weekend this week with Cooper Rush. But then when Dak finally come back, I'm hoping he goes off because he's gonna be the number 2 guy behind Z. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like ain't nobody else gonna take that number 2 spot.
I'm ready for Tampa's offense to get themselves together here.
Yeah.
Look normal.
I'm just so back and forth on all them offenses, man.
Because
the Colts, I thought the Colts were going to be good with Matt Ryan. I was like, oh man, he got a better offensive line than Atlanta. He got better receivers than he had in Atlanta.
Maybe it was Matt Ryan that was the problem.
Maybe Matt Ryan was. I'll have to give Miller the props on that one because he's been calling Matt Ryan trash for a while now, and I thought Matt Ryan was better than that.
Well,
I thought he was Matty Ice. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of folks in Atlanta that kind of already knew what was going on.
Well, looks like it.
And then, Gino.
I think Carson Wentz is better than Matt Ryan at this point.
Right? Gino is looking good in Seattle.
I know, man. I'm surprised. Here's your daughter. Here's your daughter.
He's about ready to take the starting job. Tom's real lucky he had 31 points last week. because that would have probably wrapped it up for him if he'd had another down week. I would have probably benched his ass.
I know you was already looking to go for Trevor or Joe, and I'm like, I got Joe in the 18th. I got Trevor in the 18th round, bro. I drafted him in the 16th round last year. I got him in the 18th round this year. I was like, yeah. I'll take it.
Speaking of true teams, man, I was so frustrated with Jags. 4 freaking fumbles. We had 6 fumbles all in all. We would have beat Philly if it wasn't for the damn fumbles.
All them turnovers and shit.
Yep. We were
fucking rain, man.
Dude,
fucking rain.
We were up 14 zip on.
Yep. That shit was making me so mad. I flipped the channel in like the third quarter. I was like, I don't even want to watch this no more. I'm frustrated. I want to go see the other games, to watch that, see what's going on. I was like, all right. I finished watching that game, and then I went to flip back over, and it was already over with. And I was like, yeah, I figured whatever.
It ended up 29-21. And
I went and looked at Christian Kirk's numbers, and he had nothing. And then I looked at his stat line and seen he had like 11 targets with 2 catches. I was like, what? And then I reread it, and it said he was projected 11 targets. He only got like 4 targets or something, and he got 2 receptions off 4 targets. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? This is your number 1 receiver, and this dude got 4 targets.
Well, Jamal,
I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's raining or not, bro. Like, you don't throw your fucking top receiver 4 targets. He got to get at least 8 targets a game. Like, that's at least.
They ended up doing the bubble screen type.
Yeah, doing that short game. Yep.
You know, because they didn't fumble.
I seen Sean score with Agnew having over double digits. I was like, he was on his bench though, I think, but
yeah, unfortunately.
I would have won him the game if he'd had him in a flex spot.
Yeah, that's what the first thing he said. And if I don't know,
he couldn't have predicted that though. You know what I mean? After the first 3 weeks, I mean, he said,
no, hell no.
That's how I felt with Gallup. I had Gallup on the bench, and I'm like, dude, he's been on the bench. He's been injured these first 3 weeks. There's no way I'm going to put him in it for his first game of the season with Cooper Rush as his quarterback.
So check this out. Last year, I struggled to have a quality tight end. Right? This year, I picked Kelsey, and then like a couple weeks ago, I picked up Disley from the Seahawks.
Who's been doing pretty
so
damn good.
Far, between the 2 of those, they have been pretty high scoring tight ends. So now I have no problem at tight end to the point where I wish I would have played him in that spot. That would have got me even closer. I could have possibly won that game last week.
Yeah, if you'd have played him in the flex spot.
Yep.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I know, right?
Telling you, man.
Richie James. The bitch gives me 0.4 points.
I was the same way. I had all them offensive players like Cam Akers who didn't put up nothing. Christian Kirk who didn't put up nothing. But sitting on my bench, I got people with us putting up double digits. And I'm like, any one of these would have helped out.
and my defense, outside of Von Bell, who has been my Mr. Everything, even
for 2 seasons now.
Yeah,
Would you like to the front?
he's our spiritual leader. I have to say, you know, he's just. Our mascot is pretty sleepy. I see that.
Sissy, see her commenting right there? Your sister says you look sleepy.
But yeah, my defense, Von Bell and who was my other one that had the points this past week? It was Mike Edwards. I picked up Mike Edwards.
Yep. Tampa's Mike Edwards.
And they were huge. But of course, I got Jeremy Chin let me down. He pulled 0.
He's on the injury reserve now.
Yeah, he got hurt. So, yeah, it was a pretty rough week as far as defensive players.
Christian Kirk puts up 8.30.
Go. This child is heavy.
Curtis Samuel puts up 7.80. James Robinson puts up 2.90. Cam Akers puts up 1.30. Like, come on, man. And meanwhile, I got Michael Gallup puts 10.40. Raheem Mostert put up 14.30.
Yeah.
Alec Pierce put up 12. They could have all like.
Yeah, I feel you. Believe me. I had Deontay Johnson, who led the Pittsburgh. Well, I don't want to say led the Pittsburgh.
Oh,
receivers.
even my defense. Los Angeles Rams defense only put up 14 points. The Jags defense sitting on the bench put up 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how mad I was, bro? I was like, I dropped the Rams. I put the Jags in this week. I don't care if we lose to Houston or not. They gonna be my damn defense this week. I don't give a shit. I'm so mad, bro. I don't give a shit.
I have a hard time believing that we're gonna lose to Houston.
Me too.
That.
Me too, but I'm just so mad at myself for not putting them up there against them, the Eagles, bro. I was like, you're starting this week. You're fucking starting. I don't care if you lose the next 3 weeks. You're starting. I'm mad, bro.
If I would have known that you were going to keep him benched, I would have really protested. I would have been trying to trade for him after you picked him up, man.
I thought the Rams would play harder against the 49ers than the Jags would play harder against the Eagles. You know what I mean? Like, the way the Eagles have been putting up points from the first 3 weeks, I was like, okay, Eagles finna put up 40 on the Jags. In the Rams and 49ers, I was like, this is about to be a defensive game. It's going to be 12-9 at the end of this damn game. Yeah. 4 field goals for one, 3 for the other team. No, 49ers come out there and beat the dog shit out of them. I was like, are you kidding me, man? Yeah. Like, where the fuck is the Super Bowl team at? Where's this Super Bowl contending? Like, where are they at? Because I don't see them. And I know Von Miller ain't the whole damn team. You got a better linebacker in Bobby Wagner right now, and you suck worse than you did last year. Like, y'all, and I know that it ain't Robert. I know it ain't Robert Woods. Robert Woods was injured all season last year. I know it wasn't OBJ. OBJ barely did shit last year. He popped in and had maybe 2-3 touchdowns in 10 games. That ain't nothing. Where you can't put it on nobody. It's on you. Yep. You got better. You got Allen Robinson. That's a better receiver than OBJ, in my opinion. OBJ is an injured prone, breaks an ankle every 5 steps he takes. His hammy gets pulled every 3-4 backwards, like huddles, like leaning down in the huddle. He pulls his hammy. Like, the dude is weak. Don't need to be in the NFL anymore. Needs to just quit. Like, once he talked all that crap in New York Giants and then got his ass outed the New York Giants.
Don't mess with it.
You're done. You're done, homie. Your best quarterback was friggin' Eli Manning. Congratulations. You had Matt Stafford for 1 year for half a season, and you blew it in the damn Super Bowl game because you're injury prone. Like, shit. Get out of here, man. Nobody needs you for 3 or 4 weeks a season, and you're making too much money for that crap. Yep. No. I'm not paying you nothing. I'd pay you the minimum $400,000 to come play for me, and then prove to me you can be healthy the whole season, and I'll give you like a $2 million bonus. Like, fuck that. If you can stay healthy for the whole 16 games, don't go to Green Bay. Yeah, I bet you don't want him. That's Ben.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't. Because all he's going to do is get over. If he does go to Green Bay, all he's going to do is turn around and demand the ball.
Look what happened with Sammy. Sammy went up there, and he's an injury-prone receiver too. He went up there 2 weeks injured.
Yeah. Hey, those super fast players or players with speed.
They don't last long out there, man.
They get too in the cold, man.
Hell no. Not in that freezing cold. And OBJ ain't no fast receiver. He's more of a route runner than anything. You know what I mean?
To me, he's just more of a problem because, I mean, he gets over there and wants to demand football. And
he's like AB mixed with Keyshawn Johnson.
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
At least Keyshawn was good. Make room for Dubs. I know. I've been trying to. I tried to trade for Dubs a couple times. Ben's like, no.
I've actually got him in our other league, but I'm so stacked in that one right now. I haven't even had a chance to start him.
I have him in another league, but I put him in for the past 2 weeks. I was like, you know what? You're gonna play. If you're gonna keep getting looks, you're gonna be my flex.
Well,
Oh
Yeah.
man,
I don't know, man. We'll have to see. I just know I've got to get to find the right combination. So far, I've been picking up all these stragglers that have come on. So, like, I picked up Chase Young because I know he's getting ready to come back off the injury list.
yes, and this is what I'm like. I was literally, I put him on my my watch list.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, he's not gonna be back this week. Because I read it. I was like, oh, it said PUPIR or whatever,
Yep,
or
yep,
he's
yep.
coming back or some shit like that. So I was like, ooh, add. And then I started reading the shit, and I was like, oh, he's not coming back this week. I was like, I think I can wait one more week. Watch, put him away. Then I went and grabbed somebody else or something. I did something, and whenever I came back the next day, I was sitting there looking at your team. Whenever I like sent the offer for Johnson, and then before I rescinded the offer for Johnson, I was like,
Yeah.
this motherfucker got Chris Young or Chase Young. This motherfucker got Chase Young on me. I was like, my bench is better than my starters 75%. Dude, yes. Me last week.
Yeah.
Me last week. Yes.
So
All right. Well,
somebody's getting it tired. She's ready for
Oh,
bed.
Yeah, this-
another pickup I made. So
I'm here. Don't freak
Jalen
out.
Smith. Oh no.
No. Don't leave a 7. It crashes when you do that.
I'm here. You're good. I'm here. You're good.
So I picked up
Oh,
Jalen Smith, who signed with the Giants.
who is telling us bye?
Man,
That's Ben. That's Ben
Ben.
telling us bye.
Wait,
Bye,
bye.
buddy. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
So
Well, actually, we'll talk to you Sunday.
No,
Bye.
Ben.
so but yeah, I picked up Jalen Smith, who was actually, you remember he used to be with Dallas. He actually signed with the Giants and played last week. He ended up with 9 points in his first game back in the NFL. So I had signed him as pretty much depth. You know, I'm just trying to make sure I've got the right combination. Because if
Yeah.
he starts playing out of his mind, then yeah, he's going to stay in.
I don't really keep too much bench depth. I keep a lot of offensive depth. I play so much weekly with my defense.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to it, like when it comes to a week where it's going to be players I don't want to drop, like Devin White, or you know what I mean, then I'm going to end up dropping some of them bench players on my offense. So I know people are sitting there like chomping at the bits for that week to come along. Like, who's he going to drop? Who's he going to drop? I know y'all over there like.
This is my thing. I don't remember having to make very many moves last year. See, it seemed like I had the right setup. I had the right recipe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I didn't have to make
We
very
hit a
many
button.
moves.
Sorry.
I had plenty of depth. I had all this good stuff. So now, because nobody's performing and I'm still trying to find balance.
Balance.
I'm
That's the
looking-
word. Balance.
I'm looking for people that are playing consistently. And that's the
me.
only way you're going to win.
That's where I'm going. Is I'm going and look like I couldn't. Okereke would not. Yeah, would not. You know, give me a friggin'. If I can't get 10 points out of my linebacker.
Yeah.
My linebacker. If I can't get 10 points out of my linebacker, you're not going to be on my team. Like,
I know. I mean, I'm hard on.
but then I'm going and looking at his partner Zaire Franklin, and I'm like seeing him consistently putting over 10 points, and I'm like, oh hell yeah! So I was like, I snatched him up in Titletown and swapped because I had Okereke in both leagues. Okereke, yep. I know it's just my old Dixie. My old Dixie's coming out and being trying to Okereke. Okereke, yeah. But I dropped him in Titletown and I grabbed Zaire Franklin. And in our league, I dropped him and I grabbed TJ Edwards, the linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles, who was consistently putting up 10 points.
Yeah.
And I was like, until the week I picked him up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you noticed it too, right? You noticed it? Yeah. yeah.
Well,
Go
I
figure.
mean,
Go
it's
figure.
been the same thing. So, like this year, it's been my defensive lineman.
I know.
I've gone through 3 or 4 different defensive linemen. As soon as I get rid of them, somebody picks them up. Guess what? They
Right.
score.
Oh yeah, Quiddy Pay. He hasn't been doing nothing. He just put 9 points on for Lindsay, or whoever it was. Yeah, like I believe it was Lindsay, but yeah, put up 9 points and third leading scorer for his team. Like,
Look, there's Daddy right there.
Hey, Daddy.
The illusion is being
Yeah,
given
we're
away.
ruining the illusion, I know. But Aubrey wants to say goodnight. She has to gotta go to bed. Tell everybody
all
goodnight.
right.
Night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night,
And I have to go
everybody.
put her to bed. So
All right.
y'all have a good night. Evan, I'm sorry I had to whoop your hiney so bad.
That's all right. I hope I don't have to play you again.
Someone had to
I
leave,
don't
right?
think we do, but I'll double check.
Don't burst my bubble tonight. I'm gonna watch this damn game. Listen,
All right.
let me know. Let me know in 2 or 3 weeks. Ruin my thing in 2 or 3 weeks.
What you're talking about.
All right.
Let me go into illusion.
Have a good
streak.
night.
Good night.
Night.
Hit the right button. There we go. Oh my God.
Boop.
All right. So it's just the commissioners.
Give
Well,
Burkhead for
Since it
Garrett.
is just the commissioners,
Yes.
the last thing for points that we haven't upgraded
Uh huh.
is team defense.
Okay. Team defense.
Daddy, it said you went off on
I think we should up the points on some of the things, not all of the things. I like the 1 point for tackles for loss. I like the 1 point for
Okay, tell Evan something for me.
third down stops,
Okay.
or not third down stops, 3 and outs. I like the 1 point for that.
Yeah.
I want to up the fourth down stops because it's only 1 point right now. I want to up the fourth down stops to 2 points.
2. I got you.
I want to up the sacks to 2 points. And then there was something else that I wanted to up just one. You know what I mean? Nothing else. It was the points themselves. I think it was like
Yeah.
it starts at 10. I was going to change it to where it starts at 20. Good.
Okay. He said good.
But I was thinking if we started, 20,
Yeah.
that way the team defense is at least something to, I don't know, but after the week that friggin' Sean had, it's like hard to judge that. 29 points or 24 points or whatever it was that the 49ers defense put up, you know what I mean? So as far as
You
that,
may not have to.
that aspect, we could leave that aspect alone. But the other things, I would like to add more bonus. At least 1 more point for those type of plays. I don't want to do it like our individual defensive players like that, because then the team defense would be like getting 50 damn points. Like we're not going to do all that. But I was looking for a way to get punters added. Not like a punter player himself, but just a punter stat, like inside the 20 or inside the 10 or something like that. But they don't have those stats to add.
No, you can't even
Like-
find that player.
Exactly. And I don't mean for the player. I meant for the teams, because it's special teams and defense. That's what you get points for, is defense and special teams for that team, for the
Because
team
it's not
defense.
something that's necessarily going to.
So if a punter
Cool.
is part of special teams and they get up inside the 5, you know what I mean? Boom, plus that's a 3 points right there. Inside the 10, plus 2 points. Inside the 20, plus 1 point. Boom, just like that. You know what I mean? Like, have something for the. You
Punter
ain't
love.
exactly drafting a punter, but you'd at least get the punter involved in our fantasy. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying. I was just thinking of trying to, but we'll get into polls and stuff like that later on down. It's definitely going to be a poll, but like I want to write down all of the team defensive stats and then rewrite them down of what I want to change, and then let everybody look at them and then put the poll up and vote on it. You know what I mean? and it'll be yes or no. There will be no third side. It'll be yes or no. I'm thinking everybody will probably say yeah because they love adding more points to the league like we've been doing every other thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's basically the last thing in our league that we haven't really
Really touched
upgraded
on,
is
yeah.
team defense. And I
True.
figured if maybe not next year, but the year after or something, well, no, we'll pull that up at the end of the year, see how it goes for the off
Figure it
season.
out, right?
Yeah, go from there. But yes, I was thinking about that. Just making the team defense a little bit more valuable.
Yeah, I mean, they carry a lot of value as it is. I mean, because you think about it right now.
Yeah, we
they-
switch them out every week. We're
get
like,
10
oh, this
points.
defense is playing against this team. Oh, pooh, switch. Like that's
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be that way regardless, because
Yep.
what you're trying to do is find the defense that is got the hottest hand, that it's not going to allow the most points to different. You know what I mean? So,
Yep. Or you're
mean,
playing
let's
against
face
the worst team in the league. You know what I mean? Like,
so let's face it. I mean, what was it last week? I held on to Pittsburgh's defense one extra week because the team that was on the free agent list that I wanted to get was going against a team that I was pretty sure that was going to put up a lot of points on them. So I was like, I think I'll hold out one more week.
just one more week.
Pittsburgh is playing kind of garbage right now, but I was still willing to roll the dice on their defense.
Yeah.
Just to, just to try to get those points.
It's been,
it's a hard one to
I'm
figure.
like,
This
I
year is a hard
got the
one to
Rams defense, man. The Rams defense. You got Jalen Ramsey, Bobby Wagner,
Oh yeah,
Aaron Don. I'm like, yeah, I got a team.
just like I said,
Everybody.
the best hit Bobby Wagner had all night was on the guy that was running on the field with the pan of fog.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that guy was like doing a gender reveal or something because he was running across with pink fog. Like, why would he be doing a pink fog? Why wouldn't it be
with pink fog?
Yeah, what are you protesting with pink fog out there on fucking Los Angeles field? Like, and now did you heard the news? He's taking it to court. He's filing a lawsuit. That should not be allowed. It should not be allowed. The judge should literally tell him, look, you ran onto an NFL field during a game. You could be put in jail for that. And they just let you go and told you don't come back.
Exactly. Well, I
Like,
mean, you got to think about it. That's
I got hit by a player. Well, your dumbass jumped the railing and started running on a football field in the middle of a game. You deserve to get hit by a player.
Think of it like this. It's like the football field is no trespassing for everyone but coaches and players.
Exactly.
And the people that are
And
supposed to be
and
there.
the friggin' field staff. Exactly.
So if you run into my yard when you're not supposed to be there and you don't expect me to tackle you or do physical harm to you, then something's wrong. Don't try to sue me if I beat your ass in my
on
yard.
my property. Exactly. It is my property. There's no trespassing and rules all over this place.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, everyone knows that they're going to get chased down and apprehended if they jump on the field.
What did he think was going to happen? Exactly. You thought it was just going to be one of the security. What if it would have been one of the security guards that bulldozed his ass? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're gonna file charges on him. That's his job.
Yeah.
And some of those security guards are just as big as them damn players are. Like,
they run them down.
Yeah, that guy ain't got a chance in hell getting anything from Bobby Wagner for tackling his ass on an NFL field. Dude, you jumped a railing and went on to property that doesn't belong to you. You deserve to get hit by all 53 members of both teams and this coach's staff. Like, you lucky they didn't dogpile your ass out there. Like,
exactly. I mean, it could have been a lot worse for him. So
it could have been a lot worse. Bobby barely hit his ass. He could have came across. He just get down. Get down. Get on the ground, man. What you doing? He stopped him. He didn't even get on top of him or nothing. He hit him to the ground. That way the security could catch up and get on top of them. Fuck that guy. Idiot. You deserve what you got. I know if I jump on a football field and I get hit by a player, I'm telling every motherfucker that I know, I got hit by a football player. I ain't going to the cops and filing a damn assault charge for getting hit on a football field. I'm letting all my friends know Bobby Wagner tackled me.
Man, look at the scar.
Look at this. Look at this. See this
Bobby
broke,
Wagner laid me
see this
out,
broke
man.
shoulder? It was so awesome. Like, shit.
See this big knot on my head, man? It's got Bobby Wagner written all over it. I have him autograph that big knot on my head.
And then I'm gonna have it tattooed over the autograph. That way it stays forever.
People can be so stupid, man.
Jesus, man. I've seen a lot of dumb people, man.
I'm telling you.
All right, well, this has been another week of Thunderdome Fantasy Weekly Report.
Report.
Week 4 results. We'll get into week 5 next week. Week 5 results and week 6 matchups. We'll get you player of the week, defensive and offensive, coach of the week. Hopefully, get me a win this week. I mean, hopefully.
We'll
I'm hoping. I'm
Your
hoping.
chances are good,
I can't-
Obi-Wan.
I'm hoping.
Your
I
chances
got the
are
high
good.
ground, Anakin.
Oh, damn. I don't know, man. We'll have to see.
3-1 to 1-3. I have the high ground, Anakin. Don't try it, please.
And everybody that's watching, one day this show is, one of us is going to be Dan Patrick, the other one's going to be Keith Oberman. Okay, we're going to have our crap together instead of.
I
like
thought
one
about
guy
that too,
giving
man.
The news
I-
and the other guy just sitting here shaking his head.
I actually thought about this, man. If I do start writing down all the stats and everything and getting everything wrote down, I would love to start doing, instead of doing what I'm doing now, 3-3, I would just do
Yeah.
the top 3 scores for each team and then go into a little bit of stats of like, okay, say the receiving core put up the best points since week 3 or week 2, you know what I mean? Or the flex core put up their best points since last year's 2000, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to get it like that to where it would be, it just,
Yeah.
I have to
We'll
get it.
it.
I have to win the lotto so I can put myself full time into this. That's what I want. if I can win the lotto, put myself full time into this, I would literally be able to like do. I'd just be sitting here every day doing stats and shit.
We can write our own show.
I'm for real. Have all the little shit printed up.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the way I'm doing it. Don't get me wrong, but I was just thinking about how. Oh, dude, you know how I did last year. How we did, all of the rankings. Well, now if you just do those individually from week to week, you could talk about it. And then if I have it built up from when was everybody in here? 2018? Nope, that's when I won the championship. 2019 is when Chris. So 2020 when Miller won the championship is when Misak and Brandon came in.
Yeah.
Or was it last year when you came in? It was last year.
Last year, because whenever that was when Misak.
No, they both played 2
Full time.
years. They both played 2 seasons. So it was.
This is Misak's second.
Yeah, Misak's
This
second
year.
season. Yep, this
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So 2021 last year. So it's a perfect thing that I did do all those stats then last year. So I wouldn't have to go all the way back to 2017. I just start back to last year.
Exactly.
I mean, I could go back all to 2017 for us.
Yeah.
For our teams. Everybody that was in the league. But for Brandon and all the newer teams, I wouldn't go back until they were joined in. I mean, it sounds like it would be awesome if I had the time to do this. They should go through it. Week 1, 2017, week 1, receiving core, running back core, flex core. Like, it would be so much work, but I mean, it would be pretty damn cool. I thought it would be anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'd be like, oh, like this week with Brandon putting up friggin' 30 points or 60 points between his top 2 receivers.
Yeah.
Of Tyreek Hill and Deebo Samuel. Oh, this is the most that they've put up since last year. Yeah, you know what I mean? I just thought it'd be cool like that. I just don't have the time for shit like that. And I apologize that I am teasing everybody with how cool the show really could be if I had the time.
This show would be awesome. But we
If
can't
I
do
had the
it,
time,
so-
we'd have a crawler. I'd have my shit done. Oh God, I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long week.
But, yeah.
Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. I'll check my schedule real quick before we get off here to let you know what I get off next Wednesday. That way, maybe I'll have a crawler next week. Or sorry, next Thursday. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? All right, sorry for the silence there.
No, you're good. You're
I had
good.
to get my password typed in
Oh.
and it didn't register the first time. Stupid.
Of course not.
Yeah, of course, not when I want it to do it. Okay, next Wednesday is a 10 to 5. Next Thursday, 8 to 6:45. So
we're
another
gonna have another
late.
late show.
We're gonna have another late show next week as well, guys. Be prepared. I'm sorry. Week after that, 1:15 to 6:45. I'll see if I can switch that for a morning shift, and then I'll. But yeah, and I'll see you 15th.
Yes, 15th.
Cool. Yeah, I'll be up there.
All right,
See
man.
you guys up there. All right. See
All
you guys
right.
next week. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Have a great night.
You too.